Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Fantom, see what's going on there, and obviously try to identify if it's going to go up or down or left or right. Well, it can't technically go left, but you get the idea. And if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I just love teaching people how to trade. Hopefully you can learn a thing or two here today. If you need a leg up or more help, I have a trading academy and community. Link in the description below for that. Really awesome. Just rolled out with the trading academy, and it's a really cool opportunity to be able to kind of help you get where you need to go a little faster than just watching these videos. Okay. I also send out signals for every single trade that I take, so check that out. Now take a look here at Fantom. This is some interesting stuff. Like Fantom's performed, I wouldn't say sporadically, but it's definitely had some highs and some lows. But generally speaking, in the last month and a half, it's traveled a lot, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now with the one-day chart, we kind of identify 200-day simple moving average is working its way up. So this is awesome. We love to see this. It almost worked as a support in December, but didn't need to. And the same thing as again recently. But the bottom line is it's going to continue to progress upwards closer to $2, and that's going to be very helpful. Okay. So we don't need to worry about it just yet, but just know it's right there at a key level support at about 168. Okay. So that's really good stuff. Same with the RSI too. We got a potential resistance though. This is kind of adverse, so to speak. We got a resistance at 50. It hasn't tested that yet or tried to, but you can tell that if it were to try to do that, the resistance should be right in the range of about 240. So we're probably going to see a lot of strong resistance there. Plus the 50-day SMA is kind of hanging out there too as well. That'll kind of create a secondary resistance. So just bear in mind, Fantom is in good shape still considering, but it still has room for growth and obviously a lot more potential to the upside, but there's going to be some resistances in the way, right? So simple stuff there. Also, one-day chart, we're seeing a slight divergence here, but not much. In other words, we could see a turnaround in the near future, but there's no real major indication here that it's going to do that. All right, at least not on the one-day chart. So we can look at the smaller time frames, of course, to identify, because what happens to the 1 hour translates to the 4 hour, and 4 hour to the 1 day, etc. But generally speaking, on the one-day chart, we can kind of see we're still in this consolidation / bearish divergence type of phase, where the price came way down in 5 days, bounced back, and kind of going sideways here. So I'm willing to guess we're going to see a lot of volume right here at this current price point. Obviously, it depends on how far out we zoom, but generally speaking, there's a lot more volume currently right above the price action than below it. That could work as a resistance as well. In fact, that's right where the 50-day SMA is kind of hanging out. So again, it's going to be a strong resistance channel between 212 and 240. There's just no other way around it. We're going to see some resistance when we come back up there if we were to do that soon. Now, is the possibility, it's like, I guess the question is, hey, is it going to continue going down because of that? Maybe, maybe not. We need to build more volume at a lower price point to get there though, right? So that will take more consolidation, a little bit more time. So right now, should we expect Fantom to bounce right back? Probably not. It did bounce back fairly well today, considering if you look at this candlestick here, it came all the way down to about 190 and is back up to 205. So definitely fighting, but a lot of that has to do with Bitcoin kind of being moving up right now and actually doing well. So bear that in mind too. Not to say Fantom is aligned with Bitcoin at all, but in the last two weeks of trading data, it looks very similar. Okay. At least similar in a way, because I know Bitcoin's just slowly progressed upwards since it hit its bottom, and Fantom has jumped around. But that's what coins do when they have this type of volume and this kind of, I don't know, this type of history, so to speak. Because Bitcoin's been going down for a long time, Fantom is going up and down, if that makes sense. All right, enough about that. Let's just go ahead and move on to the 4 hour chart and see what's going on. We are getting rejected potentially by the 4 hour 50-day SMA. So we could see that working as a resistance there right around, again, 210. So that kind of reaffirms that we got that strong resistance channel between 210 and 240. And then, of course, we look at the RSI. We are testing 50. No, not quite. We're going to test 50 potentially soon if we continue to increase. So again, this will be part of that resistance channel that we're talking about between 211 and 240. Then we're going to see some resistance too. So the price comes back up to 50 and the RSI on the 4 hour expected to get rejected initially and to possibly try to push through, or it could even be a short squeeze type of situation where it pushes and goes fast and directly through, because a lot of times shorts are positioned right there at simple moving average locations or just above a key level resistance, such as 50 on the RSI, which is similar again to 210 to 240, right in that range. All right, so again, we've identified a good solid resistance channel here. Let's see if there's anything else that we can identify in the 4 hour the 1 hour chart that might give us some light at the end of the tunnel, right? So let's see here. Ichimoku cloud, we're getting rejected by the cloud, not a good sign. Conversion line is above the baseline, but the lagging span isn't free and clear of any price action. Even if it were, we're still under the cloud. So really, we don't have any indication we want to buy right now. If we were to get consolidation more, just say 5 more hours consolidation, we could have this sweet spot here where we might want to consider taking entry. Okay, so in 5 hours, the price can stay parallel with 205, and we get 205 in 5 hours from now, we'll be in good shape, right? Again, better shape. That's not necessarily the only indicator you want to use. It doesn't mean you just gotta go long and put all on that, put all on red right there, right? But generally speaking, the concept is to be above the cloud before you take entry, and that's what we're looking for here, and we're not there yet. So there's no buy signal in that sense. That being said, we also have a 7 on TD sequential. We're getting a little reset, so we could and hopefully should expect some consolidation. If we can get some consolidation here, we can come on up and then continue to test these resistance levels and build that support, that foundation. Because again, a lot of volume is between 210 and 240 rather. So that being said, once we travel into that area, it'll start working more so as a support level than a resistance. Contrary to any of those moving averages, right? Because I think volume can be a lot stronger of a metric than even moving averages in a lot of cases. But good news is we do have that 200-day SMA working its way up on the 1-day chart. So I think there's more positive than negative here for Fantom, but I can tell you that we shouldn't expect to see the price just shoot up here in the immediate future. We need to build a stronger base, stronger foundation above 211 and then above 240. So we can get back up above 240 and Bitcoin's trending closer to 40,000 and broke that key level resistance. I'm going to be feeling very bullish on Fantom. I think it's going to definitely do well. It's primed and ready to go. It's just that there's really no reason for us to expect it to shoot up right now. It'd kind of be an anomaly if it were to, okay? Those things happen in crypto, so be prepared, right? Anything can happen. But generally speaking, the technical, it's mostly bearish for now, but you can see it's just trying to shift bullishly. It just needs more volume at this lower price point. We don't have enough volume yet. So all in all, that's kind of where we're at there for Fantom. Hopefully that helped serve you well. And obviously, if you want some dollar cost average targets, 170, 180 would be a good DCA target if Bitcoin were to lose. Just say its current price point, kind of drop its bottom and start trending closer to 33,000. I do think we'll see somewhere in the range of 180 again from Fantom, possibly even 165. But those would be kind of like two of the more immediate DCA targets. And obviously, the price continues to shoot up. I would say, consider adding to your position if we get past 240. We can comfortably close above 240 on the 1 day. We'll probably be in a lot better shape. For now, I would just kind of steer clear, if you will, minus just adding a little bit of your portfolio to Fantom. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Just don't put everything all in one basket. We don't have confirmation from Bitcoin just yet, and that translates to Fantom for the moment, right? Because again, we've kind of already identified Fantom's fairly synonymous with Bitcoin's behavior in the last 2 weeks. We got to respect Bitcoin in that sense and allow Fantom to kind of get its volume base first. All right, thanks again for your time. Look forward to seeing the next video. Join my community if you would like to become a better trader. Looking forward to working with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you.